Hello everyone, Combi Driver here, coming back at you with more Group 4 action on Trial Mountain and a big controversy that I had with another player in this race. So stick with me to see what it's all about. We are starting P5 with the Audi TT Cup that was the meta car for this daily B of last week. And we are with the Looney Tunes livery, a lovely livery that I like very much, and I think that it was the one that made me fasten here. But we managed to go through this first tricky section, and now we jump further into this race. We are into the back straight, trying to stay behind the Mustang, taking advantage of the slipstream and looking for that P4 into the heavy braking zone ahead. Now the Mustang goes mild defensive. We try to stay close as much as we can, but now we pull to the right for a better line, trying to make that overtake. We don't manage to do so as the Mustang sticks to the apex and manages to keep that P4. Still, the fight keeps on. As you see, it's very tight right now. There is just 1.5 seconds between me and P1, and that's what I liked about this combo. You can have very close racing. Now we jump into lap 3. The group in front got a little bit ahead, but now they started to fight, giving me the opportunity to catch them. Now into this corner we see the Audi going wide, and I saw my chance to get ahead, but that made me get too fast into this corner and boom, into the wall with damage and a 1.5 second penalty. Not at all ideal for a long straight. Now here we drop down to P7, overtaken by the Mustang of Greasy. And now it's all about damage control. Here I take my penalty into the main straight, hoping not to lose a position, as I saw P7 taking a penalty as well. However, the Audi of Ninja Knight takes out my position. Now we are in P7, but not far away from that Audi. So there is a big chance to retake P6 if we nail this first section of corners, which we do, keeping ourselves in the back of that Audi. But we also have pressure from the Mustang behind. Into this blind corner, braking late, nailing the apex, Ninja 9 goes a bit wide, taps the wall and makes us get closer into the back straight. Now we have to get this corner right to attempt the overtake. We go into the left, tight as much as we can, and we manage to do so, carrying enough speed to use the slipstream into our advantage. We get closer and closer. He starts to get defensive, sticking to the left, maybe too much. He taps the wall, I pull to the right, and now we are side to side in this heavy braking zone. Who is going to come on top? Braking hard, Ninja 9 outbrakes himself, and the Mustang on the inside takes both of our positions, getting into P6. Fantastic driving by DWB. Now, can we get again the position back? We followed into this downhill corner, almost impossible to overtake here, so the goal is to get a good exit into the next and final chicane. So I stick to the curb, getting a slightly better exit, the Mustang in front trying to break the toe. Into the braking zone, I brake late, we get into the back of the Mustang, not enough. Can we get a better exit into the next corner? Not quite. Now we are under threat from Ninja 9, who gets a better exit. Our best defense is the slipstream. Getting closer to the finish line, Ninja 9 gets close to me, but he gets too close. Before you know it, I'm facing the wrong direction. What was that? I was so confused, like, why? For a P7? He says, I'm sorry, but I was still confused. Like, did you make a mistake? That didn't look like a mistake. Now in the lobby of the next race, he apologizes again. Dirty drivers don't usually apologize, but I was still suspicious. Now let's see what happens here. We are starting P6 with kind of a similar start to last race. Ninja 9 is on P9, so let's see what he does. We are going to check the replays later, but from what you saw, let me know in the comments below, did you believe it was a mistake? Or it was dirty driving? Fast forward to lap 2, where we get into this close fight from the cars in front, sending it into the inside of the Mustang. He goes wide, keeping speed when we tap the wall, so we remain still on P6, but it was getting very close, lots of contact, the Mustang on the inside taking P4 and getting oversteered. The Audi takes advantage and dives into the apex, pushing him wide and giving us a gap to get into. But here, the Mustang tears into me strangely and gets sent into the realm, and I get damaged for this next straight. We lost P6 to the Brazilian, and in the mirror we see that Ninja 9 again is onto us. What will he do? Oh, he bumped us. Nice. Maybe he's not dirty after all, or he's trying to redeem himself, but again, this helps us. Now we get into this bank corner. I try to get P5 again on the inside, but I don't get to take it. The Brazilian goes wide, keeping up the speed, and I give him space getting into this series of corners that are impossible to go too wide. Now we brake, getting into the downhill, looking to get a better exit out of these corners into the next chicanes, which I think we managed to do as the Brazilian goes very wide, taps into the grass, losing speed and giving us the inside. On the braking zone, braking late, looking for the apex. A tiny tap from the right. We see now he's on the inside. We give them space, but he pushes us to the wall, making us lose a ton of speed and one more position. Now, fast forward, and the same Brazilian loses the back and gets himself a 1.5 second penalty and probably damage as he goes wide. We get a slow exit. The Brazilian sticks to the right into a strange line for next corner. We nail this turn and he gets to the right again, but we manage to claim P7 out of him. And we see P6 and P5 out on the distance, but we have yellow flags and the Audi of J. Rosado is pointing to the wrong direction, giving us P6 and the opportunity to fight for P5, probably. Now here we see that the Audi of Dealhouse is taking a penalty and we get promoted to P5. Now we get into the finish line about to claim P5, but we see that Ninja 9 backed off and give us that P4. Now here on the chat he says I owe you, so I guess that he meant that, well, he might have made a mistake, but now let's check this. It's strange how he gets slowly into the back of me and at the end it looks like he turns left. Especially if we check from his perspective. He gets to the left 2 times and here you see the steer is on the left. It's still strange, but he owed it and apologized, so I will give him the benefit of the doubt. Maybe he miscalculated and made that mistake. Nevertheless, it's better to avoid these kind of situations. Well, this was all for this video, packed with close driving and a lot of controversy, I believe. But at the end the lesson is to give enough space, even on straights. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, it will mean the world to me if you leave a like and subscribe. I will be uploading more GT7 content on the next days. This was Combi Driver. Keep improving, have fun, and I will see you next time. Bye bye.